enough waiting. I crave blood.
No time to rest.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Show me again? Not now. We're working. Remember?
There are important matters to discuss.
Light on my feet.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A matter of coin. Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired. Such is life. Outrage leading to a singular end. Make haste. I would have words with you.
Speak. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Need something?
Something the matter? What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises? I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance. Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. If we're truly desperate, we can try to convince that goblin gut in assisting us. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There. Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved, the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The Frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind? A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means.
And 13 more. Of the soul way.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
There it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? Courage in danger's shadow. I love to see it. But shouldn't the shadow have crept closer? Gone darker by now? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
It's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin. I am. I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over? A pity. A great pity. You're quite the ally after all. traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. Yes, we're more similar than I thought. Sleep tight. I'll see you later. I'm sure.
Come, there are important matters to discuss. Make haste. I would have words with you. Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. I riddle thee not. I speak only what requires telling. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Very well. Impossible. Thy party is full. As thou desire.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the Druid House in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do? Wise. Though, I hope you'd miss me after I'm gone. I think I would if the positions were reversed. But you're right. If we're to make it through all this, there can be no room for hesitation. You're doing well. It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well. Something the matter?
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my creche. Clear. Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon, where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche. Speak.
Need something?
Speak.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
See that?
What to bring? I'm just sad. Bored.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they'd take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. You've been on hard times too, huh? Look in your eyes says otherwise. Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me. Uh-oh, bucket. We'll be leaving soon. Make sure you stock up.
Dying.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. It's a rare day when I see one of you lot about. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey? Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. careful on the road. I'd hate if something...
I wonder what the next move is.
Never a dull moment.
No helping it.
Something the matter? If you're sure. A shame. I thought we were doing well together. Perhaps I'll see you at camp. Farewell.
Not enough to ask. This is ridiculous.
True.
Best be on my way.
Something the matter? All right. Shame the goblins didn't kill me.
Doesn't taste half bad.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or... Hey, bother. don't care now, sweetie.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
So, are you looking forward to it?
I could use the target practice.
Roads are too bad.
Where did I put that old bucket?
How long until Ronan shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that, but they've already let you pass once. To get these people to Baldur's Gate? Everything. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Goblins, gnomes. So many ways to die.
Used to think that goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. Well, we came through Avernus. We might not look it, but we're tough. Who knows? Some of us might even make it to Baldur's Gate. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us. Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it. So many ways to die. Goblins, gnomes, so many ways to die.
Time has come. Remove the outsiders!
goblins didn't kill me, too.
Die in the necro reeking of this place. Never get the smell of it.
It's not bad.
I'll have to burn them.
And step, swing, parry, swing.
Speak.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. The Outlander serves Zevlor. Circle, to arms! Let no parasite live.
The time has come. Remove the outsiders.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Time to strike. Make way.
I'm ready. Outmaneuver them.
Got to concentrate.
Let's get going. What to do? What path lies before me?
Temple of Shah. Where? What's this about a curse?
The bird's eyes are glassy, its breathing weak.
Yes?
By Sylvanus, the Forest Father, we are granted balance.
I pray this path is right.
By Sylvanus, the old oak, all death begets life.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. If not over, then through.